Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's match of BBQdotgov versus Phoenix Ignition in the Zelda 1 Randomizer Random Percent Tournament. I am Alan, and I am joined here by Freedom Fighter. How are you tonight?
I'm doing awesome. I'm all set. What do you think we'll have on the coast, or what kind of overworld do you think?
I'm hoping for a nice first quest. That way, most of our trolls can be in dungeons and in the blocks that we find along the way.
I'm good with that, but I'd also like to see Heart Shuffle on, and a key item as a floor item in either 7 or 8.
Okay, but only if they already have the Triforce out of one of those two dungeons too.
That
But
sounds like a deal.
our tracker tonight hear you, and I'm sure he's not looking forward to Heart Shuffle because that does make it hard to track. And we're off, and we've got two Triforces, and we're starting off with a load of bombs.
And that is either going to be 4 or 5 or 7 or 8, depending on the dungeon. Looks like BBQ found level 4 near vanilla start.
It's a nice one to find off right off the bat. I mean, one of the smaller dungeons.
I don't think that's second quest 4, just on the start room.
And 2 is in the vanilla start screen.
Yeah, the vanilla wood sword cave. That could be first quest, just on the 2 rooms that they could go in.
Finding the blue boomerang on the floor, and Phoenix picks that up. And Barbecue got a blue candle. I believe that was in a Take Any cave, so the extra blue candles is on.
And I believe that was one screen directly west of the sword cave. And he picks up a heart, so he at least has a chance for the white sword item. What do you think that might be?
Well, might as well continue the trend. More hearts.
Silver arrows by the lake, so it's not community hints.
Well, it still could be. I mean, I didn't see what the rest of the hint said.
Well, it said the merchant had the silver arrows by the lake.
If it's talking about a merchant, I agree with chat saying that sounds kind of sus. 37 for a medium secret, that rolled up.
And Phoenix Ignition picks up his heart.
We've got some second quest enemies on the overworld. I saw one of them multicolored ropes.
Those are always fun to deal with. And we're gonna, well, I believe if it's brown, we have a first quest. At least money-wise.
That should be helpful unless it ends up being a poverty seed, so we'll have to see what the large secret holds for us. And we even have some second quest of the skeletons on the overworld as well.
Yeah, but that 37 for the medium secret, that should kind of counter a small, large secret too, somewhat. And holy smokes, that is 3 out of the 4 take annies.
Oh, that also wipes out that bottom left-hand corner. That's going to be helpful for our runners. Cheap meat at 47. That's pretty good, too.
Oh, that is painful. 58.
I don't think 37 can counteract that too much.
No, but it does help a little bit.
And the first sword found, unfortunately, it's the magic one.
I always try and pick it up anyway, just on that off chance the game is a little broken.
Yeah.
Bunnies on the overworld do kind of will help our runners because they won't have to worry so much about finding the bow and getting arrows.
True. But with our luck, that probably means they're going to have to deal with all of the wizards.
And I haven't seen any Dark Nuts or Lionels yet, have you? Or at least I don't remember it.
I haven't seen any, no. And level 5 up at level 6.
That kind of looks like a first quest start screen. Well, it could be shapes as well so far. Actually, it could be second quest too.
And instantly key blocked out of 5.
Well, at least he knows where it is.
True.
That is not a fun screen to get out of that staircase.
Launching sword beams, launching boomerangs. It's basically all of the enemies saying it's your turn to take your medicine.
Speaking of medicine, we just picked up the prescription that's the Grave Potion Shop, if I remember correctly.
I believe so, yes.
We have a shield as our white sword item. Or no, Armos item.
Which, if it's the shield, that means Boomstick Seed is a go.
That is correct, Boomstick. But he didn't pick up the shield. He said, no thank you.
I know some racers like to do that for the screen scrolling stuff, and maybe it's because I can't screen scroll, but I would have just grabbed it anyway. Extra defense this early, always helpful.
And Phoenix has found, I believe it was level 6 on the south coast.
Phoenix has that, and Barbecue has level 1, which, based on the way it bombed, I couldn't tell you if it was first or second quest.
And I believe that was the one screen over from the Vanilla Armos screen, right?
Yes. And 28 for a pack of bombs. Everything's rolling up except for the large secret.
Well, hey, we got silver arrows at 5.
And Lord Banana on the coast.
And that was a truthful hint. It said the merchant has silver arrows by a lake.
Forest Potion Shop has a door repair.
And that is a door repair of 19. 92 for keys. I believe that's going to be the expensive key, is it not?
I think that has the chance of being either one, depending on the money range.
There is the wood sword at the Armos above Monaco Rock.
Phoenix taking an unfortunate death, going back to the start screen as BBQ picks up another medium secret.
Yeah, but at least he's on the right side of the world to get there fairly quickly.
True.
Level 7. A very pink level.
I'm thinking this is shapes. That's just my thought first room in. I'm not positive though.
It's too low to be second quest. At least I don't think it's second quest 7. Uh, Possibly shapes, yes. But only seeing 3 rooms, I can't really say yes or no to that.
And okay, there we go. We were frozen for a second there.
And I will say, chat makes up a good point. Now that he found the silvers, he doesn't have to buy arrows.
True. It helps save money for that potential boomstick, depending on what offense we found by the time we find that shield. Not shield, book.
And for all we know, that's going to be in the rare shop that's on a raft spot, and the raft could be in level 9 for all we know. That could be
Pretty much.
troll.
Yeah. And it's always fun to root for some trolls just to, toy with our racers a bit.
Phoenix found a blue ring shop, and that rolled up just a little at 253.
Considering the money that we have this seed, I'd try to focus on either getting the boomstick or getting the blue ring. I don't know if you're going to be able to get both. And we have the ladder here as the staircase item in level 7.
Yes, that is a huge find, and I'm suspecting BBQ is going to make his way to the ladder spot after Casino Corner is done, just to pick up if he likes it. Oh, it's the boomerang. Nah, maybe not.
Well, he didn't pick up the blue boomerang, so there's always a chance he picks it up. I mean, we're still pretty early in the race.
That is true. I just didn't notice that Phoenix walked by. Let's see, Phoenix is back in level 2. Dark nuts and bubbles make a not so friendly time.
Not at all. He does have some bombs though, so he can try to clear them out, but I like that idea of trying to bomb out more so. That enemy there knocking BBQ right back into the cave. Always funny to see that.
It is. And second quest 7 does not open. I'm thinking this might be straight first quest. At least on Overworld.
I wouldn't complain about that. And we found level 3 underneath of the level 8, but I think he's gonna go check the coast item first before entering that.
And he decides he likes bananas.
A little bit of potassium just to help the defense go by.
That is correct, but it is an awesome tool for stunning enemies that can be stunned. And that any road goes up in the Deep Death Mountain. That is a plus.
Deep Death Mountain, Vanilla Level 2, the coast, and Candle Row. I like the distribution here.
Oh, there's no question about that. Hey, the small rolled up too to 16, so no, you want the large to roll up and the small to stay at 10, but still.
And he's gone back into this level 3, which is... I'm definitely thinking shapes.
Zero question. Level 3 does not have 3 rooms in a row going side to side. So 1 through 6 is definitely shapes. Oh, that's a master find right there.
No need to worry about buying keys, no need to worry about buying arrows. We definitely want to save up some money. We want to see some explosions.
Well, he's in range of it because it's plus or minus 20 from 200. He just has to find the shop. Wizrobes and Lionel's in the same dungeon. Not exactly a friendly combination.
Especially when the room is shuttered off.
And there is some red bubbles.
Second quest enemies on the overworld and in the dungeon. Not gonna be fun.
Okay, so yes, because this is shapes 1 through 6, we definitely have Triforce number 5. But we don't know about 7 or 8 yet. I haven't seen 8, and we haven't seen enough of 7 yet.
And barbecue is dipped out of 3. I would have stuck around to get some hearts, possibly getting some more bombs first. I still would like to see them check to see if Heart Shuffle is on or not.
It's always a plus. Let's hope it's on.
And Phoenix picked up the shield.
And Phoenix finds level 1. And at the Armos, we have level 8. The one that is closest to first quest 8. So it moved up a little. I found the Triforce for level 1.
The Triforce and 3 and 1 both just sitting out there in the open. Like, just come get me.
And that is a rough spot to fight a Gleeok. Getting shuttered in with the North River Room. 2 tiles to work with. That is kind of painful.
I think he's gonna just grab that Triforce and dip until he finds that ladder.
That is a wise decision.
Barbecue is taking another shot at this level 2. Can't blame him. It's still going to be one of the smallest dungeons that you're going to find.
And Phoenix also decides to pick up the prescription papers. So do you think the potions have rolled up or down? I haven't seen them yet.
Nobody's checked them yet, but considering the way everything else is rolled, I'm going to say that they're both close to maximum. Had a race the other day where the red potion actually rolled lower than the blue potion. Love to see that.
That merchant doesn't understand how to make money. Just missing on the bomb for the Dark Nut. And Phoenix is in level 5.
More Vyres here in level 2. Room full of them.
Has he tried to test them with a bomb to see if they go down?
Not yet. He took out a bunch of them with one good sword swipe and they exploded into red.
I think I would at least test with a bomb in this room would be perfect, just to see if you can farm bombs off them since they are the vanilla drop group.
I agree, but considering we have hearts dropping off of the red bats, I think the groups are shuffled.
Yeah, they are definitely shuffled, but still the Vyres could still shuffle into the their vanilla bomb dropping group.
Oh, I'd still test it. I agree with that. I was just saying the fact.
Absolutely true, and he picked up his 6th heart. And that is definitely a community hint, so I think we have, what would that be, mixed hints?
Yeah, mixed hints. Depending on it, I sometimes call it trolley hints. Depends on if we actually get a hint for the dungeon we're in. That's my favorite to see.
Yes, but if the runners recognize that they're community hints and hints about the and that's painful to see. It is a 5-heart silver arrow. But he has found it. So Phoenix, as soon as he gets that 5th or 6th heart, he knows exactly right where to go. But the runners will know it's not deceptive hints because a community hint and a helpful hint means those hints are true.
Alright. The last enemy has the clock.
And it's about the same 50-50 for whether it's true in community or true and deceptive hints. But so we will have... Let's see if the runners pick up on that, though. What would you say we haven't seen a Goma, but what would you say the worst room to fight a Goma is?
I would say Shutter with the 2 turrets in the middle. Because if you got the 4 turrets, you can just sidestep them or back into a safety door or something. When you have 3 things lined up at you at the same time... Oh, we have the potion prices, 63 and 31, so it looks like a Pepsi day. But if you have the 3 things coming at you from different angles, it makes it harder to try to dodge all 3 and still get the shot at the Goma. What about you?
It's not the shutter door part, but I think the diagonal block room, because the optimal spot to hit the Goma is basically obstructed by the that diagonal blocks, so it's kind of hard to tee up with that eye unless you're at the bottom. And that's confirmation for shapes right there.
And it's segmented too.
And we have a candle in the floor, or in the staircase rather. That's an early candle too.
I don't know about you. I'd probably try to respawn it so I didn't have 2 in the middle. He managed to make it through though, and straight into some blue nope ropes.
But that red candle will absolutely help him out.
True, especially if you can wipe one of them out, back out, and kill them both.
And Phoenix has been in level 8.
And Barbecue got bopped by that nope rope.
Picks up a key off of a rupee boss. Finds the floor heart in 8. Picks it up. He's got 5 hearts now. Does he? I bet you he makes a beeline back to the silvers.
I agree, but first, see how much you can explore here first. See if you can find one of those 2 items that are still in the stairs.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, clearly. I was just saying when he's done with the level.
Okay.
Yeah, the room he's in right now, that's the difficult one, the diagonal block room.
Yeah, I can understand that, yeah.
I remember playing the seed with the shuffle drop groups once, and I think the only overworld creature that dropped bombs was the Zora. Wasn't fun.
I'd be praying for a big money seed, that way I wouldn't have to deal with it.
Well, some of the screens it wasn't so bad because, up by the waterfall, the Zora can only have that one line that they can go down.
Yeah. But in other screens like that ocean where you gotta hope it's in range.
Yes, you do. And Phoenix takes an untimely death to some red Lionels.
See, now that is when I would back out and go pick up my silver arrows, because then you're at the start of the level anyway.
And let's see, we have shapes 1 through 9. I saw the mini map. There's no way that is first quest 8. But
Or
either
second
way,
quest either, no.
well, no, it was kind of a diagonal straight line going up kind of like the same block room. Either way, it would be the Triforce configuration. Ooh, raft in level 1 in the staircase. So we started with Triforces 5 and 8.
I'd still dig 8, but this would make me a little more hesitant.
Well, yeah, I would definitely at least try and find one of the staircase items. And obviously, not knowing where all the levels are, you obviously pick up that raft. And will it be useful today? Will we find any of the 9 levels?
I think it would be fun to have dual raft blocks.
And I think chat's saying something about the power bracelet on the floor in 1. I missed that if it is true.
I would have missed it too.
It is on the tracker.
And Phoenix taking a death to those second quest ropes on the overworld there. And Barbecue is trying to blow up some of the blue dark nuts here in level 1.
And they rolled up because I was able to follow one dark nut that he bombed twice and it's still alive.
It's bad enough that they can turn last minute and make your attack useless, but to then roll up makes them feel almost invincible.
I bet you Phoenix would love to find level 7 and find that ladder.
Well, knowing that it's shapes, which, like we said, that his path in 8 pretty much confirmed, trying to dig level 7 is not going to be fun.
No, but Barbecue found that ladder like 3 rooms in or 4. So it's not a deep dig if you go in the correct direction, of course. And both runners are in level 1. Let's see where that power bracelet was. Ludicrous speed, go!
Great movie, terrible hint. And Barbecue took a bop from the Gliok and now has to try to do close combat with it. Phoenix spent both of his keys and is now back out of 1 again.
And that is a shape. And like Chad said, that was an excellent Gliok fight.
I'd call that shape an upside-down giraffe.
And I'll say this, well, there's a floor heart. I would say Barbecue has a slight lead just because of the ladder and the any key, but it's too close, or it's too early to say it's going to be a runaway.
Agreed. He's got a slight Triforce lead of 4-3, but considering they don't have the items out of 5 and 8, considering that's where they started from, it still kind of evens out.
And level 9 can do level 9 stuff, and it will be a level 9 shapes.
Which, the best thing you can say about level 9 in shapes is at least there's only one dark room. That's the best you can say about it.
Oh, yeah. Phoenix has found level 3, and hopefully he will find the staircase and even out. He is out of keys. I believe it's in this next room right here. Yes.
He just needs to survive the shooting gallery.
Well, picking up that magical shield at the Armos has definitely saved his life.
That's one of the reasons why, like I said at the start of the thing, I will take any defense I can get.
But like any defense, it can only protect you so much.
I believe I heard somewhere that when you have the magical shield, it negates the whole half tile defense. You have to be on the full tile, otherwise you can still get hit by things. So it kind of changes up how a lot of the runners like to run this thing.
That is true. I haven't heard that one, but I wouldn't be surprised. But he is excellently manipulating the Wizworld beams, walking close to one, blocking it, and then turning around to block the farther one away.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
And I'm gonna say level 5 kind of looks like a llama to me that's laying down and looking backwards.
I can see that, yeah. Either a llama or a scorpion.
Yeah, definitely a scorpion. I was just looking at the part that went up as a head, and what do you call level 3?
I call it a mess. I don't know, it could be 2 cheetahs in a race.
Maybe a frog jumping over a hurdle?
I can see that too.
That is a nasty room. Lionels and shooters.
You see, that I hate those rooms where there's just so many enemies where the enemies start to phase out a little, like they're half transparent.
And I think the Aqua Mentis rolled up a little. I know it's, I believe, what, 6 vanilla HP, and I think it was more than 6.
I didn't see the start of that fight because I was looking at the Triforce pickup from Phoenix. But we do have the bow here in 5.
That is awesome. Now all he needs is Triforces and a fine level 9. We haven't seen it yet.
Nope, but with it being first quest, there's a lot fewer trolley places to hide it, let's say.
Agreed, and only the recorder is the only thing that could be stopping him from discovering where level 9 is.
With him already having silvers, I don't think we're going to see a pickup of either Blue Ring or Boomstick, because right now he's got 191 pieces of ammunition that he can fire off.
Yeah, and each silver arrow does 4 hit points of damage. Armed with the any key and silvers, he's back into level 2 to finish it up.
Saying no to the blueberry banana. Oh, getting bopped into it, though. Deciding against fighting those 3 and looking somewhere else to get that Triforce.
And he's back into this nasty room, and that is a required clear. Dark nuts, bubbles, yuck.
At least this room just spawned the first quest bubbles and not the red ones that we saw elsewhere.
Oh, that would be annoying. Red bubbles and not a blue bubble in there.
Not a blue bubble yet this dungeon, and no potions yet on his side either.
It'd even be worse if it was red bubbles only and you get shuttered in to kill whatever it is in there. I'm not sure that can happen though.
I'm not sure either, but I've been accused of trying to give Fred ideas before, so let's not give him this one.
That is kind of a fairy pond in a level. Kill all the keys for lots of hearts. And we have found our first dig dogger that I've seen, and I think that's the first manhandle I've seen in the race on Phoenix side.
We've been kind of spoiled here. We've been getting lots of dinosaurs and dragons.
Barbecue is out of bombs, but he has the any key. And our friendly little red bubbles dodges them. That was close.
And he loses round 2 against the Nope Ropes. Well, at least... And of course, the one time that there's only one in the middle, he loses his sword and needs to find a blue bubble.
But at least he's not totally helpless. I mean, he's got silvers. That is not a useful hint in level 6.
And he's taking a nice long walk up to get his sword back.
Yeah, if he's got the power bracelet, I'd be surprised if he doesn't try to push block right here since he's here.
True.
And what do we have? A hint shop. Black lurks with a candle. Community hint.
I'm not sure I would have bought the hints. I mean, I know they're kind of mixed and stuff, but you're that close to either a blue ring or a boomstick. I'd just go all out on saving the money.
Well, I would have done a save and retry strat because that screen is only like 3 screens away from when you start anyway. Because the start screen is the vanilla 100 burn bush in the forest. But then again, he really doesn't have anything else to buy unless he's going to buy potions because he's got silvers. He's got the magical key. But he'd like to purchase some bombs, I bet you.
Oh, yeah. And here's a very purple level 9.
That is huge information.
Which means that our raft is useless in terms of levels.
Phoenix just picked up a heart in the stair for level 6. Have we seen another stair heart somewhere?
No, we've only seen 2 floor hearts, I believe.
Yeah, they both found the 3 take any's, and they took 2 hearts out of those each, and
Barbecue found the heart for level 1 in the Triforce room.
yeah, so Heart Shuffle is not quote unquote on yet, but I'm thinking it's off based on what I've seen.
And Barbecue wins round 3 against the Nope Ropes.
Just gonna press on, and oh, thank you for the ladder with those red bubbles.
Yeah, but at least this room offers us a blue bubble. Our first blue bubble of the seed.
No, Phoenix found a couple of rooms with 3 blue bubbles and this level 6, but yeah, not many.
He's using up a potion here against this last man Handleclaw.
And we have to go to the southern segment of this level 4 to find the triangle.
I think he's still got to check that room right underneath, directly to the right here.
Okay, I thought he had already done it, but there's another heart for him. He is 2 hearts away from the possibility of mags.
But we are, in fact, going to have to go to that southern hemisphere.
And unfortunately, we have a pause strat on Phoenix Ignition, pondering what he's going to do with the rest of that manhandler. I know, it's just frozen. Oh. Wonder what he found in that level 6.
Hopefully we'll find out soon enough. Barbecue picked up his Triforce, and he's moving on.
So has the lead 5-4. Phoenix has paused the game, but at least his clock is moving now. So, quick beverage break or something.
And Barbecue did check that raft spot. I missed what was in it though. Sorry.
So did I, but Phoenix does have the Triforce for level 6. He is only missing 2, 7, and 4.
And he still has to get back into 5 to pick up his bow.
And that could take a while since he has the Triforce for it already.
Chat is saying that it was just some cash.
As Laws would say it, it's the doc that pays you money.
Back up to 175, so let's just say we found that book. Would you buy it here in 50 minutes?
Absolutely. Just on the basis of its shapes 9. And if you can find a wand that's instant boomstick, that's unlimited bombs for level 9 and the remaining dungeons.
To answer chat, yes, the boomstick can also be the Atlas at the same time. There have been a couple of races where it's been boomstick, Atlas, and the key to understanding the old men all in the same race.
But unfortunately, we have yet to see the store that sells it.
I think there's still East Death Mountain that has to be checked, so it could be, say, up even in vanilla level 9.
Yeah, and I don't think either runner has cleared out fully West Death Mountain either. Could be under Recorder Lake or the other raft spot. Hey, our second quote-unquote large secret. Are we gonna find anything significant?
Just some more bombs.
And a level 7 room is in level 7 tonight.
Death Mountain Potion Shop has the shop with the boomstick in it.
How much was it? I missed it.
202. I don't think we're gonna get it, as Barbecue is continuing to skewer as many of these animals as possible.
He's saying thanks, but no thanks. Until maybe he sees the enemy set in level 9 and he's like, maybe it's not a bad idea.
Phoenix using up his last potion. In this room, I don't blame him. Dark Nuts, Wall Masters, and the Beamos.
And 2 bubbles, yeah.
That blue boomerang coming in clutch to help him get those Wall Masters stuck in place while he waited to get his sword back.
I'm thinking that's one of the most evil rooms I've seen of the seed so far.
Especially with green ring. No ring, that is.
Yeah, I agree. Jewelry will certainly help combat in that room.
Alright, Barbecue froze for a second and was up in his menu by the time it unfroze. Don't know if it was an up A situation or a he died situation.
But Phoenix is in the right level to get his ladder, and there's been a couple times where he is frozen, so I don't know if he has it yet or not. I'm going to say no because I think it was down in this direction. Possibly that push block right there in the fire room.
And he doesn't have bombs to see if we can bomb the virus. It's a good thing these red bats are dropping hearts, though. That's really helping him out in this room.
Yeah, it's something I heard with Fury say a while ago, and I was right. There's his ladder. When you have plus or minus enemies on, always test them out early in the race so you know what you're dealing with. The keys are the fairy pond in the dungeon.
And with these fires, as long as they keep on respawning, you can essentially live forever in there.
Yeah, the way the game works is if it can split up into two items or two creatures like keys or the gels, the game doesn't recognize as the enemy is being killed. But if you kill the fire with like a bomb, then it counts it as a dead enemy. There's a like that tried to swallow some bombs but failed.
I always enjoy seeing the enemies that have their loot sticking out of them. The compass with the skeletons, or the Triforce sticking out of the pose for the various different things. The Gibdos in the map.
And there is a lot of single hit point enemies in a row in this level 6 right here. Couple of rooms of keys, now gels.
The good thing is that you don't need to use your arrows. The bad thing is they aren't dropping you money. If they were dropping money instead of hearts, you could farm guineas here.
And with ladder in hand, Phoenix can now take that hard ladder block level 4. Decides to pick up.
BBQ almost made it out of that room, but he got pincered at the last moment by one of those reds.
Phoenix Ignition thought about the red candle, but decided not to take it.
I probably, considering they don't have a wand, even though it's 58 minutes in, I would have still grabbed it just because it would have been a repeatable, somewhat ranged offense.
I agree. I never think it's a bad idea to pick up the red candle.
Like I had told CD Improv a while ago, I'm one of those people. I will grab every single heart. I will grab everything I can if it means I stand a better shot at surviving the steed.
Oh, the manhandle did not roll up. Went down on one bomb blast.
Which is always a beautiful thing to watch. BBQ passing up on that Triforce for now. He's going to find out here soon that it's just a heart, but it puts him, I believe, right into Mag's range.
No, he's already there. He's got 10 hearts. The 11th heart will make it an easier chance. Because the magical sword has a range of 10 to 14 hearts. Will we have the minimum or closer to the maximum today? We will find out only if the runners decide to try it.
I think them trying it depends on whether or not they find the white sword first.
That is very true, and I honestly don't recall exactly where the mags was. It was near Vanilla Start, wasn't it?
Vanilla Start was level 2. I want to say it was Vanilla the first candle shop, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was just like 1 or 2 screens off of the Vanilla Start cave. And BBQ is holding up that heart to praise the heart people.
CJ would be very proud.
Yeah, CJ with a gotta have heart.
Meanwhile, Phoenix is back here in 1. He'll be getting his raft, hopefully, and also potentially his power bracelet.
Yes, but as we have all 9 levels found, the raft is, well, a souvenir, I guess.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want a souvenir pack of hot dogs from Death Mountain?
Hey, yeah, the pack of hot dogs. Zelda does have 4 fires, so he's just picking up the meat, right?
There you go. Kosher, 100% Octorock hot dogs.
BBQ is now in level 8.
And Phoenix did get his power bracelet out of 1. Thank you, chat. We have not seen any of the items out of 8, so do you think BBQ is going to go for it?
Well, we haven't seen any dig dugger blocks. The only thing, there's 2 items that would be in 8 that he would really want, and that is the recorder or the red ring. Well, obviously the white sword as well. And I don't believe Heart Shuffle is on because we're only missing 4 items. 2 are in this 8th in the staircases, and we got the other 2 items in level 9. So Heart Shuffle is definitely not
on. Chat does have a good point. If the Dig Dogger is holding on to the Triforce in 2, then we do need that. I don't remember the shape of number 2, so I don't know where we're standing there.
I don't think they ever saw them. We haven't seen the map because Phoenix is in 2. He doesn't have the map right now. And bombs for 82, that's a +4.
That's a nice discount for vanilla numbers.
And I haven't seen any muggers yet.
Watch, they'll all be in level 9. We can have a mugger block princess.
I've asked about that, and people say that cannot happen because the mugger cannot. It has to do with the door going north.
Well, we found a way to in last year's tournament finally get a bait block princess by having there be a room in between them. So there's a potential we could do it the same way, where it's only bait blocked, where it's only mugger blocked because there's a room in between.
Well, yeah, and one of the items is the is the wand in level 8. But seeing how he spent over $100 in arrows, he's definitely not picking up the book. Although I would definitely think about it, because you have a shapes 9, could be Atlas, definitely Boomstick, definitely would have helped in that last room.
He's only got one large left, and I think just a few smalls. I think he could get up to 200, but does he really want to dig all of Hyrule?
I think the more effective way is to do the save and gambling route.
I know there's a way to manipulate it because I've seen it happen. I just don't know how to make it happen.
And I do know the bait block Zelda is a thing because I have about a little over 3 weeks ago I was watching Ice Blue's stream and it happened to him.
Ouch.
Yeah, he wasn't racing anyone. He was just, practicing. And he's like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" And he just starts laughing.
See, that's the main... Alright, I practice for one because I'm nowhere near as good as any of our runners are. But I also practice because if I'm going to burst out laughing because of a seed, I'd rather do it while I'm practicing than be in the heat of the moment.
And that is, I have no idea.
Swiss cheese.
I'm thinking maybe a broken sponge as well.
I'm thinking there are level 9s that are smaller than this.
Yeah, I see in chat a double mugger room and a bait block Zelda. Ooh, that'd be mean. But then again, I mean, if you killed the beast already and you're on your way to Zelda, you don't care what the mugger is. That's the only thing with muggers in 9. If you already kill Ganon before you find the mugger. Oh, get that clock. Nice clock.
Well, for me, that would be like the one funny where it's like, I don't care how many times I see it. I would just look at it like, really? I went all the way through Ganon, and now you're going to start taking stuff away from me?
Yeah. And Phoenix just saw a Goma, and due to the lack of number of bosses we've seen, that flag of extra bosses is most definitely off. which for the runners is a nice thing.
Phoenix saving that 1 rupee to pick up 2 Pepsis. That'll probably be the one arrow that kills Ganon there.
This is a nasty room too. Wizrobes with 3 red bubbles, quad shooters. At least there's a blue in there.
Yeah, and I'm glad he waited and got that extra bop from the blue one, because I could not tell you which one was the last one that hit him after all that bouncing he did.
Oh, diamond staircase. Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, he's clearing it out. Definitely killing at least some of the Wizrobes will help. We have the breadstick from Olive Garden.
Alright, we picked up the hot dogs, we picked up a breadstick, we got the croissant, we're ready for a barbecue.
So that means red ring and the white sword are in 9.
Which means I'm definitely hoping for Mags.
He's got 12 hearts. He's definitely got a good chance to at least try. He still needs to pick up 2 Triforces. But with Olive Garden breadstick, he can now take out that Dig Dogger in 2, see if that was the Triforce.
And Phoenix is already down to just 1 Pepsi as he's back going through 8 again. But he is on the right path.
And Phoenix still has to go back to level 5 to pick up the bow. I think he's hoping that the bow is here in level 8.
It stops him from having to double dip a place where he's already got the Triforce out of.
And the other thing he could be looking at too, he's not going to know this, but important items could be in level 9. And the Dig Dogger has made a poor choice. Only holds the map.
Yes, but now we know how much bigger this is than we thought.
And
I was about to ask you what you thought it was.
To me, that map looks like the logo for the Detroit Lions.
That is a fantastic answer. We also have a dog jumping in chat, and I also see a rabbit jumping with those ears. So we have 3 animals on their hind legs.
And you know how when you have the red ring, it's a red dot that's moving around on that thing? Sometimes in the right spot of certain shapes, I'll see that as like the eye of whatever the shape looks like.
Yep, me too. Me too.
And this is another reason why I would pick up the boomstick, because he didn't get the map until just now. It's unlimited bombs.
And considering that one did not bomb there, I'm gonna guess that there's an old man in that room, because isn't it a thing where 1 through 5, all the walls are supposed to be bombable unless there's a corridor staircase or an old man?
I know 1 through 3 definitely are made out of paper, but unless it's an old man, and you are correct. Uh, Levels 4 and 5, I think it's true, but it's less. As you go up in the levels, it's less and less walls are bombable.
And then you get to level 9, which is all key doors and no keys.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem for either runner tonight with having all the keys. You know, for having 58 for a large secret and him spending arrows a lot, he's creeping back up into the potential for getting the boomstick. He's only halfway there, but still, a few minutes ago he was down to, I think it was 57 rupees.
Yeah, I mean, the way combat has been this seed and the drop groups have just really lent themselves towards being able to recollect the money. And Phoenix is really tired of that old man.
I take it he gave him the business.
Quite a few.
Also, could be trying to build up a bomb count, but I doubt it because he's got 8. A 10 count rather, but he's got 8 bombs, so I don't think it was that. And I think that. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that I believe that I saw that if you stood just right and you hit the old man with a boomerang, you could instantly build up like an 8 or 9.
Yes, the way it works is every hit that you do, and it doesn't matter if it's the white sword, magic sword, or wood sword. Every time you hit him with one of those, it counts as one hit. An old man, and you can go up to 9, and then of course bomb something that drops, kill it with the a bomb, and it will give you a 4-pack of bombs. And Phoenix has found his bow.
He made the right gamble.
I also think it kind of was the fact that he had a bunch of rooms cleared out in there.
No, I just mean it. Oh, and Barbecue picks up his mags. He is all good on offense.
Yeah, boomstick I don't think is happening. And I think the hearts rolling up and down for white sword item and mags was turned off because it was 5 and 12, and that's vanilla.
And what?
Go ahead.
I was about to say that with that, we don't need to go get to the white sword. We just need to pick up our 2 Triforces from 2 and 7 and head into 9. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Straight Triforce and go mode.
And here's a question. I know Barbecue found level 9. Has Phoenix found level 9?
No.
Well, Phoenix does have a slight uphill to climb. And look at those red dark nuts going down like butter with mags.
And even rolled up, being able to knock him down in just 2 or 3 hits after dealing with them all seed, it's gotta feel so good right now for Barbecue.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe I messed up because these guys are going down in 2 hits.
I think you must have missed a swipe because some of them I saw watch take 3 hits.
Okay.
That was one of those 8 blue rooms, which are hard on the normal terms, but in those diagonal rooms where they can get into those nooks and crannies, it's hard to tell.
And there's quite a few required Darknut rooms in this level, and I believe that BBQ just had said no more.
Oh, that's another reason why they're going down faster. He's using that weird A-B simultaneous strat that lets you hit with both magical sword and a wand power at the same time. So that's like being hit with the magical and white sword at the same time.
Yes. I think I would bomb to the right here before taking on these dark nuts. You only got 3 hearts. Green tunic.
Same, but an hour and 20 minutes in, he's probably also a little on tilt. Of course, he finds it one room right before where the Triforce is, and it's guarded by the boomstick boss.
The rupee boss.
I saw CD Improv in one of her races. She went in, collected all the rupees, and then instantly up aid, and came back, and the rupees were back in there. If we were closer than 90 to the boomstick, I would have potentially suggested that as another way to try to get up to that amount of money.
Yeah, but that was also really deep in level 2. I mean, if it was like 1 or 2 rooms in, I'd say that would be a good strat. But you'd have to do a lot of combat. I don't really like it. And he is off to level 7, I believe.
Yep, and I agree, too many blue dark nuts. That's all you gotta say is just blue dark nuts. Too many of them. Take me away.
But I did notice the fires do die to mags. But then again, if he was using mags and wand, no, the fires are going down in one hit to silvers. So he has ended his fairy pond in levels.
Which is good that this is going to be his last trip into these dungeons. He's got everything else he needs, and he's only missing half a heart, and he's taking down these things really quick. He's still able to pick up fairies from these dark blue dark nuts.
Phoenix is pondering how to take on those danger noodles.
As usual, everything can be solved with explosions. And I just saw how much money Phoenix has left. He's got 1 rupee left.
All you need is 1 for Ganon.
True. 1 rupee, and hopefully not forgetting that you're on arrows and spending that rupee.
I've seen a couple of races where that is a unique shape for 7 too, where the person forgot they had 0 rupees and they killed Ganon, and then you see the up A.
I would be one of those people that's done that. And I think that shape is a tank.
I'll go with that. But the gels still are dropping hearts, so he hasn't completely killed off his berry pond in the levels. Phoenix has picked up level 4 Triforce.
So he's gonna be grabbed on his way to 2 here next.
And he, with only 9 hearts, he cannot even try for mags yet. Well, he can try, but it won't be successful. CJ would love that. Up to 13 hearts.
Gotta have heart. And the red bubble knocks him back into the previous room.
That is so funny. I can see the water sprinkler too. Super Soaker. The Super Soaker tank.
Excellent use of that boomerang there to keep the little mini dig doggers trapped together.
But they did not hide anything.
So nobody tells CD Improv, but Spikey made some good life choices there.
Well, perhaps, but he still died.
We'll blame Barbecue on that one.
And now Phoenix has seen the Dig Dogger in 2 and is wondering, where is that recorder so I can check it?
And the map is that Dig Dogger room, so trying to know where to bomb to go past it.
And he just tank-faced his way through those dark nuts to get that heart, so he's technically eligible. He's got a 1 in 3 shot to get mags because it was only 12 hearts. He's got 10.
And Phoenix managed to find his way around that bomb block. Did not check with that Dig Dogger, but is unknowingly heading in the right direction.
But will he be able to survive? He still has the wood sword. Well, he's done a good job so far. He's only down 1 heart, and most of the room is killed.
He's been doing a good job of taking buffers off of the... Well, he got knocked for 2 there, but he's been doing a pretty good job of taking buffers off of the bubbles there to mitigate his damage.
And Barbecue's screen is froze, but he's not too far away from 9, so I'm assuming he's in 9 by now. And he's also killed Ganon. That was a quick Ganon. His screen was frozen for about a minute as he was leaving 7, and Ganon's already dead, so I gotta assume it was... Well, it's only 4 swings if it's full HP, but I'm gonna guess it was 1 HP. Or is it actually 0?
Potentially 0 HP, close to the start. Now all we need to do is figure out where the hide-and-seek Queen of Hyrule is.
And will he get any hints in this? Because we don't need the book to understand old men either.
We just gotta figure out what this shape is to know if there's any nooks and crannies we gotta bomb into.
But he does have the recorder, so he's not gonna have to worry about any dig dugger blocks of the map or the compass.
And Mrs. Malchior letting us know that Ganon was 2 rooms in and 0 HP, so you just had to walk right into him.
And CD Improv calls that the disco room that BBQ just walked through. And Phoenix does know where level 9 is because I saw that burn bush as a staircase.
Okay.
But he's still missing 2 Triforce.
And gonna grab the red ring. I don't blame him, considering you still have all the combat that isn't 0 HP.
That's right. It's never gonna hurt to pick up that red ring. And for all BBQ knows, Phoenix could be getting ready to done 3 seconds from now. We have an item or a transport. It is a transport.
This entire level 9 is just built around spiral staircases.
Well,
and
yeah, or in the corridor. Diamond staircase, here's your Chevy room, and that is GG. We have found the princess. Ladder was definitely triple required tonight.
And the official time on that is 1:31:36. And we have a barbecue joining us in the chat room. GG's BBQ.gov.
Oh, GG's, thank you very much. Woo, for a first quest shape seed, that was a slog.
Did you enjoy level 2?
Which of the 87 times I was in there? Oh, all that work to dig in 8 to get the whistle, because I thought that dig dogger had to be... I thought I had bombed all the bomb walls I could in level 2. It was a small level 2 from what I saw, but I thought for sure that dig dogger was blocking the Triforce. I even had it marked in my tracker as 2 was whistle blocked. So I got all my items. I figured out fairly early on that this was not Heart Shuffle, so I knew whistle had to be in 6 or 8. And it wasn't in 6, so I spent a boatload of time digging out the whistle only to get there and get... I think it was that room where I got the map. The Dig Dogger room had the map in 2.
Yep.
And then if there would have been, anything I could have kicked under my desk, I would have. Because I was just like, oh, come on. And then, of course, it was in the last possible... The Triforce is in the last possible room that it could have been in. But, whew, that, yeah... if I never see that level 2 again, I'll be very happy.
To be honest, we in the booth thought that the Dig Dogger was blocking the Triforce all the way until you picked up that map as well. Because that was the first time we saw the map, and we're like, oh my gosh, this map is twice the size that we thought it was.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop, and then I think you saw, after I had died a couple times to the Dark Knight room. Well, the Dark Knight rooms. I finally said, you know what? I don't have a sword. I might as well go over to that ferry. And I had 12 hearts at that point, and I thought it was pretty likely, given some of the other flags that were off in this seed, that Mags was going to be at 12. So I had 12 hearts. So I was like, you know what? I'll fill up on health. I'll get Mags, I hope, and then go back in and just beam the bejesus out of everything. And yeah, that worked. So I'm just glad this is over, and I'm sure Phoenix has to be too. My gosh.
Yes, while you were giving us your thoughts, Phoenix did hit the dot forfeit. Throw some GGs up for him. He had a heck of a race too.
Did Phoenix end up with the same challenges I did going into 2 a billion times, or did he run into a different set of problems?
No, it's the same set of problems. The major problem he had that was different than yours was the last time he went in before starting to dig the overworld again was having only 9 hearts, whereas you had 12. And now joining us in the booth is Phoenix. GG's, good race to you there.
I have some very choice words about this seed.
You too? Oh man, I feel
does.
so much better now, Phoenix.
Well, seeing that the 2 things that I'm looking for are in 9 and 8, yeah, it's I was never gonna beat this seed.
Yeah, I beat my head against a wall about 500 times in level 2. Dug the recorder out of 8, only to find that recorder didn't block the Triforce in 2. It blocked the map, and the map showed about 6 rooms that I did not know existed for like an hour plus. So yeah, I was just saying, if there'd have been something I could have kicked in my general vicinity, like a trash can or a box or something, I probably would have.
Yeah, I saw the Dig Dogger in 2 and got really worried. I never found the Triforce in 2, never found the Triforce in 7.
Oh, Sevens was buried a ways. I feel like I full cleared 80 to 90% of 7, and it took me finding the map to realize that, oh, there's a giant chunk up north that I had never found a way, and it was a find the bomb hole situation to get up there.
Gotcha. Yeah, those back-to-back rooms in level 4 where you have the ladder room with red bubbles and then immediately into blue mold worms. I demonstrated that I'm insane and just kept trying to beat that, and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah, I noped out of 4 a couple different times for that same reason, because that's just such a gross room to have 3 red bubbles in a Chevy and then get the left mola. I went in there on 5 hearts and just I tried my best, but I literally marked in my tracker, oh no, I'm combat blocked out of 4, because yeah, I went back to it much later.
I would just like to say that you're both kind of insane for doing this seed to begin with. But when we saw that Boomstick was on, by the 8th or 9th time y'all both died in level 2, we were starting to wonder whether you were going to farm guineas, dig the overworld, what you were going to do to try to get money to get that Boomstick, because we thought that's what it was going to take to beat this.
Did you find it? Because I didn't.
It was the rare shop. It was... So that one open cave that's just west of Vanilla 1Q9, that's where it was. Okay. And it was like 203 rupees. I found it super late when I was clearing the overworld looking for 6. And I said, well, that's really out of the way. And if I'm going to buy anything that is going to help me out, I might consider buying Blue Ring, given the combat struggles in 2 and 4. So I just kind of wrote it off at that point. And I think when I found it, I didn't have the wand either. Then when I was digging 8, I found the wand. I was like, oh, well, Boomstick would have been nice right about now.
Yeah, I like basically didn't find anything in Death Mountain west of Vanilla 1Q5. Didn't check a waterfall. Didn't check Waterfall Lake.
Yeah, nothing there.
A whole lot of nothing in Death Mountain, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, 1 and 5 were up there, and that's it. Did you find the any roads?
Yeah, I found the any roads. I found 1 and 5. I didn't find the heart in 5, and I didn't find the heart in 1, but I got everything else out of those 2.
Yeah, I found every item except for 2 heart containers. I didn't pick them all up, but I found every item. So yeah, I was watching the timer that last half hour, and the longer it went, I was like, okay, Phoenix is probably having some of the same problems I was having in 2 and in 4, and just I was just bracing for the dot done to come across the screen. The one saving grace of this was that 9 was relatively jet.
Okay. I also did not do what I did last time and actually saw what Triforce pieces I actually had. And last week I did not realize that, or I forgot which Triforces were where.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I checked that, and I literally have a note here on my desk that says, the first thing it says is, you start with 2 Triforces, check them. And I didn't check them for like the first 10 minutes. And then I had to do that thing where I looked and I had to pull up and like, all right, if we're shapes, then which ones are these? And I was like, okay, it's 5 and 8. So I was praying because I found 8, not too far into the seed. I was like, okay, let's just not put anything important in 8. And then, yeah, this seed happened, and oh my gosh.
Yep. Seed definitely happened.
Well, I will say the one thing that did kind of help you is you found silvers as a white sword item and the any key fairly early, so you didn't have to spend money buying arrows or keys.
That did help.
Yeah.
Did you do that too, Phoenix? You found both of those pretty early?
I found a hint that silvers were by a lake, and just like, okay, I'm gonna note this down. Maybe it's fake, maybe it isn't. And then eventually just found them.
Okay. See, I found them, and then, well, I'm trying to remember if I found the silver first and then got that hint. It may have been. I think actually, now that I think about it, it was an hour and a half ago. That feels like 3 days ago. But I feel like. Yeah, I feel like I got that in the same order that you did, and because I remember thinking, okay, are deceptive hints on? Because if they're not, this is awesome. And then found them.
No, you did get the hint before you found the silvers. And one thing to mark is if you see community hints and helpful hints, all the quote helpful hints will be truthful. It's when they're deceptive hints and truthful hints will be mixed. But if you see community hints, the helpful ones are always true.
Yeah, and I was also relieved that you didn't need the book to understand old men, which has been the case in about 87% of my practice seeds, it feels like. So, yeah, that would be one of the reasons why I forgot that, because I'm so used to everyone saying the same thing for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Phoenix, I was saying before you got in here, I was saying that for a Shapes 1Q Overworld and Shapes Dungeon seed, this seed was just, it was gross.
Yep, this seed was really disgusting. I'm deleting it off of my machine, and I'm never thinking about the seed ever again.
You know what? That's probably a good idea.
It did not help that while you had a lot of first quest and a lot of shapes, you also had a lot of second quest enemies launching far more projectiles at you than was deserved, both overworld and in the dungeons.
Oh, I was so upset when I lost my shield to a like.
Oh, you got a shield. Cool. Oh, I never picked that.
Yeah, it was
I saw it and I was kind of like, Oh, I think it was when I was on that screen, I was down to half a heart, and I wanted to check those 2 other because I didn't have the sword yet at that point, and I didn't want to, I didn't want the sword to be up all the way on Death Mountain, and then have to trek all the way back. So I was just like, if I'm back in the neighborhood, I'll get it, and then I just never bothered to pick it up.
Okay, and sporadically, both of your screens would freeze up for a few seconds. So when you picked up the final Triforce at 7, we saw you come out of the level, and your screen froze. So I was like, well, it's been about a minute. I think he's got to be in level 9 by now because it's not that far away. And then when your screen came back, all of a sudden, oh, he's killed Ganon already.
Yeah, we had an instant Ganon. You went in the dungeon. I think you came in under the second column from the left. You went up to the old man room. There was one way you could go, it was to the right, and you heard an instant Ganon. And he was right there.
Then.
And he was 0 HP. Then it was just wandering through and trying to find. It was wandering through and trying to find the girl. Ran into about 1 billion staircases and found both items. So that in 9. So that was fun. But yeah, I just kind of started wandering around aimlessly trying to see rooms, and yeah, that was it. It was an instant Ganon. It was a 0 HP Ganon.
Good to know. Good to know.
The 0 HP Ganon and the fact that the bats and the Zols were both dropping you hearts. Those were the only 2 gifts that the seed gave you, because it was a poverty seed.
Yeah, the Vyres and the Keese were dropping health like crazy. They were in the health dropping group.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful in those. I'm thinking of that one room in 2 that had the 8 Vyres and the 2 turrets. I was just like, give me all the hearts, give me all the fairies, because I'm gonna need them.
Yeah, I was saying that's like a fairy pond in a level.
Yeah, it was so nice. I was actually disappointed when I got mags and went back into that room and saw that the Vyres went down to 1 mag shot. I was like, oh man, I wanted more shots at health refills.
That's what Freedom Fighters said exactly as you were doing it. You said that you had accidentally killed your fairy fountain.
Yeah.
But the gels still dropped hearts.
They did, and that's, having the drop groups be shuffled I'm beginning to like it. There are instances where you'll have that, and then you spend all seed, just like, where the H am I going to get a bomb drop from? But when it's shuffled, a lot of times you end up with your typical 0 HP enemies like Gels and Keese end up either dropping tons of money or dropping tons of health, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like that too, because there's times when we as commentators won't know until like 5 or 6 minutes in what the drop groups you're getting are, because there's going to be some times where it just feels like the runners are not hitting any of the drops. Like the global drops aren't giving you bombs, the enemies aren't giving you bombs. And you just end up wondering, where are these people going to get anything from, especially on a money-starved seed?
Yeah, it was partially money-starved in the sense that it could have been worse with the money. Yes, the big secret was 58, but the medium secret was 37, and it felt like I found a bajillion of those.
I felt like I had found a ton of them too.
Did you really? Okay. And it was first quest money. So I feel like if I really wanted either the boomstick or the blue ring, I could have saved up for it. But also that bomb upgrade I bought in wherever the heck it was, 6 maybe. That bomb upgrade came in handy too. I don't normally fight dark nuts with bombs, but before I got mags, I kind of had to for in stretches.
Yeah, that was a 4-pack increase for, I think it was 84.
Yeah, it was 80 something.
Yeah,
and I was like,
80,
whatever. It was
83.
Yeah, it was affordable, and I was like, okay, I could do that, or I could wait for Boomstick. I was like, I need to clear dungeons now, and we don't have walk through walls, so yeah, I just bit the bullet and said, you know what, let's roll with that and see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't recall, was there any hard dig dogger blocks?
I only found the 1 in 2, but it sounded like it was, from what BBQ was saying, or BBQ was saying, it was not blocking the Triforce. It's the only one I found.
Yeah, I think that's right. It was just blocking the map that told me where 6 additional rooms were in 2 that I did not know existed. So that was fun.
Tracker says that neither of us got the recorder, so there's the answer.
Oh,
Well-
I did get the recorder. I dug it out. It was deep in 8. I dug it out, and then I went to 2 because I thought that whole time the 2 was Dig Dogger blocked. And then I went and killed it in the room. I was like, all right, Triforce, here we go. And they're like, map, and then I get the map, and there's these 2 other feet to the level 2 map, and I'm just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I started to say that he was picking up the Triforce, and halfway through, I'm like, wait a minute, that's the right color, but it's not glowing. Oh, that's the map. Wait, what?
Yeah, and that map kind of looks like the Detroit Lions helmet logo.
I was trying to place what exactly that looks like. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that because I remember thinking 7's shape was like some sort of weird Atari character holding a gun. I can see the bottom part. I can see the parts of 2 that I hated that I didn't know existed in my head, but I can't picture the rest of it. So I'm gonna have to go back and look. Oh.
So, is there any other thoughts that the 2 of you have going into week 3 of the Swiss?
Well,
I hope I never see anything like this ever again.
yeah,
Me and Fred are gonna have some words.
yeah, this one was this one was a pain in the butt. Yeah, I had you can probably see it on my screen. I had no 2Q8, please. Well, be careful what you wish for because we did not get 2Q8. What we did get was something that was almost as painful.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. So I guess this is retribution for my week 1 loss to Kathy because that was a jet seed. Kathy finished in like 50 minutes. So yeah, if this is what it is going to take to win matches in this tournament, my God, I'm going to have to. Oh, I'm going to need to get some like Red Bull or something to get me through this. But GG Phoenix, I mean, that was not pleasant for either of us, and hell of a job sticking with it.
No, thank you, and GG yourself.
Yeah, and thanks to you guys for doing commentary and tracking and getting this restreamed. I know this has been a really, really busy week with the Swiss rounds and trying to find people to cover matches and everything. And appreciate all you guys jumping in to help us out to get that to get all this stuff restreamed.
We enjoyed it as much as you guys had to slog through it. The 2 of us got to sit here and go, I don't have to play this thing.
Yeah. I guess that's the best.
Yeah, look at these 2 suckers.
Oh, look what you guys have to deal with. Have fun. Yeah, I've been on the other side of it in the commentator's booth, and yeah, there's a point at which when you're commentating on one like this, where you're just like, okay, all right, we've seen them get beat up enough. Someone win this, please, at some point. So I feel like we were edging up against that.
Oh, no, we hit that point a couple of times, but every time where we'd get to it, either you would get the mags or we had that same feeling when the bow was found, where it's like, okay, they actually found something to make progression. We can see where this is going to go. And that's why we're like, okay, you can destroy these things with bombs. You can destroy these things with bombs. The amount of times we said that in this stream, that proves that as much as we enjoyed it, we felt right along with you guys that somebody's got to win this or throw their machines out a window.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't choose that latter one. I just got this computer at Christmas, and I really like it. I don't want to have to replace it.
Well, again, GG's everyone, and just to let people know, this is not the last match of tonight. There is a late night match that's going to start at 12:30 Eastern Time, so be sure to stay up for that one, too.
Actually, I just looked at the schedule, and it's going to be vodcast at a later date. It's going to be an ASIC match.
Oh, I guess this is going to be one of the last matches tonight.
Yeah, the next match that's on the schedule is tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Ferran Burgundy taking on Zarnax.
Ooh, yeah, we've got several really good matchups left to go. before the week 3 draw. So yeah, I know we had a crap load of matches early in the week this week, but there's some really juicy ones left to come.
I think there's only, according to the schedule, there's only 3. Macyar versus Sharky. That's the one that's going to be async. Zarnax versus Ron Burgundy at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And Eat My Steel versus King Doll at 1700, so that's 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good matchup between 2 really seasoned runners.
Mm-hmm.
And no restream channel has been assigned to either of those matches yet, so keep checking out. Check out the Discord. It'll be announced at some place.
And we will see you two gentlemen at the Wheel of Doom for week 3.
All right, thanks guys, and GG's Phoenix. Best of luck in the rest of the tournament.
GG, good luck to you as well.
Alright, I think that's going to do it for us all. So, for Phoenix and Barbecue and for Freedom Fighter and Siriu, thank you everybody who came out to watch us tonight.
And we will see you on the flip side.